We're moving away from the game of the week and going toward what we end the show with. Tennessee at North Carolina State.
Actually, it's in Atlanta.
Well, in Atlanta.
Versus NC State's close.
Versus that. The Wolfpack is down there, ready to sink their fangs. We will start the pick with Darvin.
I'm gonna go with NC State, and I'm just doing this to hopefully get a game up.
Get on Chad's good side.
Trying to get on that side.
Chad won't hug him no more.
I'm going to go with NC State. I think, though, and just as y'all said, I'm going to go with NC State. And I kind of hope Tennessee wins. I think that I like Dooley. I hate to see him gone this year, but I'm afraid if he doesn't have a good year, he will be. And
Hilton's going to hire him as an attorney.
I do think, though, that Tennessee's got some good things going. If everything comes together, they can have a good season. So I'm going to go with NC State, though.
All right, Scott.
Well, you guys just go ahead and mark this, because at the end of this season, we're going to be sitting here at the last show, and we're going to be talking about what a remarkable season Tennessee
How
had.
many wins?
I was going to say where Dooley's
4.
going.
It'll be Troy.
Number of wins.
So,
Let the men talk.
I don't know. I'm not going to predict the number of wins. I'm just going to say we're going to be sitting here talking about a great season.
Oh, so it could be 4 wins or more.
So,
that'd be enough.
it won't be a great season. It'll just be
They said an incredible.
That's if Bray wants to go to a bowl game or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, I am taking the Vols on this one.
All right, Tim.
We're going to go
By a
with
lot.
Tennessee Vols.
All right, well, I sent this pick in as Tennessee, and then I called Dwayne, told him I wanted to change North Carolina State. And I'm going to go with North Carolina State because I think North Carolina State, if I'd seen Tennessee play, I believe it, but until they play better than they played last year, I just can't believe it.
What's your
So I'm
last
going
image
North
of
Carolina
Tennessee last year?
Well, we won't talk about that right here on this show, but
I mean, really, that last game
Against
Yeah.
Kentucky?
It put a lot of
that
sour
was
taste.
awful.
yeah.
That was
I mean,
Direct's
that was
fault.
awful.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Vanderbilt. Okay,
No,
I can
no,
talk
no,
about
no.
Kentucky. You can talk about Kentucky.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
let's
like
talk
he's
about
opening the door for you to kick us.
I don't
Well, I'm not
Last, they had, Tennessee had a very good chance to win the ball game. He thought he was going to center it to the quarterback, and he sent it to the halfback, and it hit him in the stomach and fell down. And Kentucky covered. They
Yeah, we
did
got-
that 10-yard line.
And all of y'all are staunch
Ready.
Tennessee, fans. And I hear this in the national media. Do you think they laid down, or you think they just?
Oh, they laid
weren't-
down. They
They
didn't want
laid
to go.
down.
They didn't want to
They
go to
didn't-
Music
they didn't
City
try.
Bowl or
They didn't try.
whatever.
They didn't try to lose, but they
No,
sure
they-
weren't
they-
giving it their all.
Yeah.
They had a little quitting.
I think that's a problem.
I
You
think,
think?
it
I
is.
think it's a
I
problem.
think it's a
You think?
problem.
You
when
mean
you got
the
a streak-
SEC? That's a problem.
Well, when you got a streak like that against Kentucky,
The pride should
Yeah,
make you
it
want to go
should
over there.
make you wanna
And it
do
did for Torian Poole and some of those other guys. That's why they were so mad.
Tomorrow night.
But you think about it, I mean, how do you not try in a college game?
Yeah.
How do you not try?
well, it does happen. Not just at Tennessee, it happens.
Or maybe they just got beat. Yeah, maybe.
Now, some of them were playing
They're
out
just trying
cleats
too
on.
hard.
I mean, Bray was playing with a broken finger in his right hand, so
Supposedly he had the flu.
yeah, and said he had the flu. I mean,
Yeah.
he might be lying. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
Kentucky
got
didn't
to
even-
consider he
But
probably
Kentucky
wasn't.
didn't have a
Kentucky
quarterback.
didn't have a quarterback.
They were even.
I'd rather say play over and over.
They took Bray with a broken finger
I don't know.
and not having a quarterback at all.
You look at their record the previous 3 years; they weren't that good either. So.
Oh, I know.
Maybe they're better this year. Their line's supposed to be offensive, defensive line's supposed to be a lot better. They got a 380-pound guy out of
Playing nose
junior
tackle.
Man,
college
right.
playing
Oh,
the
he's
colors.
huge.
The 3-4 is being introduced.
That's
a
only
new-
100
That's
pounds more.
scary.
Yeah.
Said practice,
3-4 means it's scary.
practice, it took 2 to move it.
Really? But that's
They got,
encouraging.
That's just forklifts.
Yeah, that's 2 forklifts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get under it.
Ray John Neal, he's broken every strength record up there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
They
he's
must
supposed to
have a
be
good
hot.
doc.
He's the
Vernon
man.
Davis did
Ray
that a
John.
few years ago. He's
His
not
bench
now.
press is over 500 pounds, 560 pounds.
It's amazing what
I
medicine
think he's
can do.
learning pterodactyl.
And who was the first man in the history of the University of Tennessee to break 500 pounds in the bench press?
Joe Gooden.
Carter Braswell from Smithville,
Wow.
Tennessee.
Huh.
And hun, trust me, he could do it.
Yeah.
There you
Dwayne,
go. There's your trivia.
It's your
Anyway,
pick. If you put it into it, what do you got?
everybody's healthy up there. I think their linebackers are good. Neal's supposedly, I mean, he's looking good, so I'm going to pick Tennessee.
All right, Joe.
I picked the Vols.
I figured that. Jim?
I was kind of shocked that he did.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm one of those. I want Tennessee to win, but until they look better and they've been looking for the last few years, I'm not gonna pick them. I'm sorry, they got to beat somebody besides some.
This
Who you
is it.
picking?
NC State.
Oh, you jumping on the Darwin and Chad Kirk?
Hey,
thing
you know,
right now.
hey, you got it. I love
ESPN may be back in North Carolina State. I don't know if any of y'all saw it last night, but it was on ESPN. They showed close to an hour of all their stadiums, their practice, and all the facilities and everything.
I really,
Have y'all
it
seen
is the
the
SEC.
2 weeks of
It is
Ohio
the
You're
State?
doing that
Yes,
to
y'all
sell
know.
us because it's going to shoot
Yeah,
us
that's
right
good
to the
recruiting.
limelight.
Urban Fire.
Elevators.
now, John, I wonder
Is this
where
going to
you're
be the
going.
signature win though for Dooley? If he
What's
wins
that
If
this?
it's-
stand for?
Is this going to?
Yeah, who's
Is
he
this
beating?
going to take?
Who's he beating?
Is it going to take it
Is
off
it a
his
big?
back?
That is a good question.
No.
Is it the biggest win in
Tennessee's
his
favorite,
tenure?
so it shouldn't be a signature.
It's not a
Yeah.
huge
Then unless
win.
you just win.
It's
better.
vital for
I
the
think
whole
that's a bunch
season.
of
I
crap,
think
that
it
he's
is
gotta win so
a
and
weather
so
vane
and so.
Yeah.
for the
They're
season.
gonna take him or
Yeah.
get another coach. And they've spent so damn much money the last few years.
Yeah.
They still owe.
Wait a minute,
They
go
still
back.
owe.
Oh, Kiffin.
They still owe basketball coach.
Yeah, yeah.
3
Hamilton.
seconds.
Are they still paying
Orgeron.
the coach before Pearl?
You know
Or is
what?
he?
No, Buzz.
Haslam
Buzz.
just bought the
All
Cleveland
they got him
Browns.
paid.
I believe he can buy.
We gotta go back about 30 seconds on Joe's talk. Chad didn't have his. Chad didn't have his.
Get your buzzer.
I'd be horrible if
We're
you're.
supposed to have a delay, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the Joe, it's the Joe button.
They're probably still waiting to hear us at 4:30.
Well, I think NC State is a solid football team. I don't think they're going to win the ACC, but I think they're a solid football team. They do a lot of things good. They got great defensive backs. I think our strength is throwing the ball, so that's going to be nerve-wracking. The fact that we've gone to a 3-4, that's nerve-wracking because you never know how that's going to pan out.
They've got a good passing team too.
Yeah, they do. They
That's
do.
right.
And so I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm really nervous about this game, and I think if we lose it, then we're just setting the stage for a lot more losses to come. If we win it, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to win them all, but it sure will help get confidence with the new coaching staff. Think about it. There's only 3 coaches up there: the head coach and the wide receiver coach Henshaw and the offensive coordinator. They were there last year. 7 new coaches. So
Can I ask you about that? There's talk that either they felt like the ship's going down and they wanted it abandoned, or they couldn't work with Dooley, or both.
I have not heard that they couldn't work with Dooley. I have heard some pretty good sources that they felt like they had more job security. Now, the guy that went to Washington State, they tried to say, well, he's from up the Northwest, and he said, no, he said, I'm up here because I had a 2-year contract, and I don't know how long ago it would have been in Tennessee. I mean, and I think Lance Thompson went to Alabama for the exact same reason. He had more job security down there. I think he went to Alabama for less money than he would.
And he got passed over to
Best
the
deal they got
defensive coordinator
defensive
too.
coach from Alabama.
Yeah.
That's the best deal they've got.
And he's also the successor. He's already on campus.
All right, well, I'm going to rush y'all on now because it is cold. We've still got underdogs.
And who is John picking?
John's picking North Carolina State.
I'm taking the Big Orange.